I'm gonna regret doing that for the rest of my life. Hello everyone, this is Jake.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we're doing Morning Musume's
Love Machine.
This is the introduction video for Gotomaki. And what was your first impression of her, Jacob?
I thought she seemed nice. In this video, I didn't really notice her all that much, other than her teeth. I like her hair, though.
Okay, so I need to tell you something interesting about this video. There's not only Morning Musume's #1 single that they sing all the time, it is the highest grossing single of all time in Morning Musume.
I think because this is the first song to me that actually sounded like the Morning Musume songs that I've known so far. Like, not like the original ones. I mean, like this one actually sounded like a Morning Musume song to me. Like, it had the costumes and the energy and the lights and the glitter and the sparkles and the tinsel and the magic.
So my theory about why it's the highest grossing and why it's the best is that this is really a drastic departure from what Morning Musume normally is. Can you cease to like touch that?
Go on.
I'm gonna regret this for the rest of my life.
Yeah!
This is a drastic departure from what Morning Musume normally does, so that the past several singles have been dominated by one single lead and haven't really focused on other members, whereas the lead, being Abe, has really been the forefront of the song. Also as in the music video. In this particular song and music video, however, it's really different because you not only get to feature several different members, but some of the members that really haven't had any screen time are getting pushed. And I also noticed about this video that I found most interesting is that Gotomaki really is getting pushed, and she got several solos throughout the song, which is something that is really unprecedented so far in Morning Musume, is that in the first generation, obviously they're the starting, so each one of them really got equal distribution, whereas in the next single you really saw more of an Abe push. Whereas with the second generation, you really didn't see much of their involvement in the group, not really until Manatsu no Kozen. And even now, in this single, Goto is the first of her generation. She's the only one of her generation, and yet she gets a really big push.
I'm not going to talk about the music this time. I like this music. I like the song. I thought it was really fun. What I'm going to talk about is, first of all, I think this was the first music video I've seen, well, since the rap segment in Memory. This is the first time I've seen the girls look like they're really having lots of fun. They were laughing, they were dancing, they were throwing their hands up in the air, partying, yeah. It's not appropriate. She literally went, ooh, and then another time she went, ooh. It's not appropriate. It's not idle behavior. The costume changes were really fun. I loved all the different costumes. I liked the leather dominatrix costumes where it looked like they couldn't breathe. And I liked the pimp coats, the black and white pimp coats that went to the floor. They were just like, with the pimp coats. In the revival of the musical Chicago on Broadway, the costumes for the girls vary in varying degrees of scantily clad, but for the most part, there's kind of this uniform black, like skin tight, and hats theme. So there was one part where there was one giant girl in white behind them, and then all the rest of the girls were like, in like Chicago poses, like, you know, da-da, come on babe, why don't we paint the town, and all that jazz.
You're about to do Thriller. But I noticed with the single is that there's a huge push for Mari as well, which I was interested in because while she's kind of been featured every once in a while through the music videos and she's kind of a center, she was a center for the single. She was a center in the dance. I thought that was crazy. I also thought it was funny that they put the tallest member, Ida, next to the shortest member, Mari.
I like that they seem to be having a lot of fun. I have no idea what was going on in that video. At first, it was like some creepy, like, sci-fi setting in, like, a computer, maybe, and the girls were like, or Kingdom Hearts, and, like, like in the Tron world in pink and white, and the girls were like holograms. Then they were on a CGI airplane that had their faces for windows. Then they were holograms again. Then they were giants. Then they were little. I just didn't know. Then they were grabbing their... But all that being said, I thought it was a really fun song, and I really liked the video, and it made me smile, because it really was Morning Musume as I have grown to know it. It didn't sound any less synthesized than current singles, but it certainly sounded more synthesized than their previous ones.
How many outfits did you count to that whole video?
15.
There were a lot of outfits in this music video. I was so happy about that.
15 in a leather bra.
What did you think that the song was about?
The song was about a pink electrical heart that is the secret to the girl's power, and they are actually computer holograms who were created to protect the secret electric heart. And they were traveling to find a new secret lair for their electric heart, and on the way they were trying out different outfits in order to blend in with the normal humans. Apparently, the girls are confused because they believe that all normal humans wear pimp coats, and sometimes their programming goes wrong and they turn into giants.
This song was... it's kind of difficult to explain. This song is basically like the reforming of love. Not really. It's about Japan, and this is like right around the height of the inflation, and so they were talking about the inflation in the video. They actually referenced it. Okay, never mind. But they were talking about Japan's future and about how people envy Japan and how people look forward to being like Japan, and that Japan is really going to come out of this inflation, this dark period, and really thrive and shine, which is kind of almost a metaphor for Morning Musume, about how it was going through a crucible state, really sinking and declining in its numbers up until Love Machine. Is that really the sales and popularity of Morning Musume was going down, because I think that it was because they did this huge hype about girls coming in and leaving and new girls and all this stuff, but then they had a front girl who got all the screen time, all the vocals, and other girls really weren't getting pushed, so it was kind of just like, Morning Musume is just the same as every other J-pop group. Peace out. And then all of a sudden, Morning Musume comes out with Love Machine. It's featuring all the members, featuring a brand new member, featuring a song that is trying to pump up Japan and be like, hey, let's get together, let's unite, we're okay, we're gonna be great, the future is perfect, it's gonna be good for us. And then you have something that like really blows up, and I think that's why it got so much popularity, and I think it really is a metaphor for both Morning Musume as well as Japan.
Metaphors.
What do you think about the dance?
I swear they did some Thriller moves there. They were like... And then it was a very showy dance.
Showy, like, look what we can do, we got nice bodies, or showy,
no,
like...
showy as in jazz hands. Jazz
They did jazz
hands. I know they did. And I think some girls were still getting used to just the very idea of it, because some of them were like... We haven't danced like this before. I miss Summer Night Town. Where's my blue dress?
We're gonna reference that blue dress from now until the end of time, aren't you?
Yep. Basically, this has been my favorite single so far.
So, for our question of the day, we want to ask you, if you can go back into Love Machine, rewatch the video, and tell us, how many outfits did you count in the music video? Love Machine. Peace out. Hey! Into the mouse. Hey! Wow. We'll do it again.
My name is Jacob and I'm 2 years old, and I'm gonna talk about the costumes and the set design in the music video.
Ah!